Welcome to our Plugs Community Connection. I am your host, DJ Kitty Cat, with my sister co-host, Miss Morningstar on WKRA 92.7 FM The Change. If you're looking for the best in news, current events, community outreach programs, and shopping connections, you've come to the right place. We've got a great mix of content and community connections lined up for you this evening, along with special guest interviews. So, grab your favorite drink of choice, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Good morning, WKRA 92.7 The Change. It is your morning host, DJ Kitty, here with my sister host, co-host, Miss Morningstar. It is Monday, June 9th, and what a weekend it has been for this nation. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in here.
Good morning.
Get your coffee, get some water. We have to drink water. That's first and foremost. We have to drink us some water. Let me get my monitor straight. We have to drink us some water first thing in the morning to make sure that we're okay. Keep the oils running, stay in tuned and eat you some breakfast and just come on in. We've got some things to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about. Some things happened over the weekend that we really need to get into because wow and whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Exactly. Good morning, everybody. Welcome.
Good morning.
And wow is all I can say. What a world we live in right now.
Yeah. I mean, some great things happened over the weekend. I attended my grandson's graduation. And
Amen. Blessings. Yeah.
Blessings. It was wonderful. I'm so very proud of my grandson and his accomplishments. He's off to LSU next stop.
Yay.
And I'm proud of the young man that he has become. I was a beaming grandmother yesterday and every day. And it was good to see all of my family and, come out and support family and friends, come out and support him. His family all came in from different states, Atlanta,
Nice.
Georgia, North the Carolinas, his family. That's what family does. So it was a good weekend.
Good.
But yet it was a very sad weekend to watch what's happening. And we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, let's get some positive affirmations going because God knows we need them.
Yes,
we
do, guys.
We
Good
do.
morning.
Morning,
Again, glad to be here. Glad to have made it to Monday. As always, you guys know we have to get into the affirmations. Again, weekend was a little busy and we got a lot to talk about. So let's get into a headspace this morning to start our week, a positive headspace.
Absolutely.
Mondays are often one of the most tedious days of the work week for most of us, feeling, is closely related to the start of a work week for most people. So on Mondays, we are more likely to start problem solving, trying to plan, organize, get things together, for the week.
Yes.
That's usually when it starts. And it makes us more likely to experience anxiety, possibly stress, and feel overwhelmed during the week. So we're going to carry those feelings throughout the week. Let's try to start some positive affirmations you can, start to put you in a good headspace. So we're going to do 15 affirmations. Remember, you can write them down or remember 3 for your mental. Okay. Number 1, I'm thankful for the weekend. My potential is limitless on Mondays. Slowly but surely, I'm creating a life that I want. Number 2, I'm grateful for the gift of a new Monday. I will do my best today. I deserve all the blessings and good things that come my way. Number 3, Challenges are opportunities for growth. I will let my worries go and everything comes to me at the perfect time.
Amen.
Number 4, I release all negative emotions and embrace positive thoughts. Number 5, I thank my body and my mind for another day. I am healthy and ready for a great start to the week. Number 6, I am grateful for today. My mind, my body are ready for what today might bring. Number 7, on Mondays, I choose happiness and peace. Number 8, I am ready to embrace new career opportunities this week. I'll handle whatever comes my way with optimistic outlooks. I'll trust my ability to overcome any obstacles. Number 9, this week I choose laughter, happiness, and success. I am worth. Today is my day.
I received that.
Number 10, I am focused. I am inspired. I am motivated. 11, I trust the process of life. I release all thoughts of self doubt and embrace thoughts of confidence and self assurance. I love that one.
Me too.
Number 12, I love myself. My body is beautiful, my mind is powerful, and I am at peace this Monday morning. Number, what I'm at, 14, 13? I
13.
might have skipped, I don't know. I think I'm at 14. I will attract success and abundance in my life. I am building a beautiful life for myself. And the final and last one, 15, I embrace all the positive energy, no more dread Monday blues. The universe sets the tone for a great day and a positive work.
I accept and receive all of that.
Okay?
It's those positive affirmations that will get us through the day,
Breathe
When
easy, y'all.
yeah, breathe through it, Inhale through your nose, exhale through your
Through
mouth,
your mouth.
you know.
Absolutely.
Because we're gonna get through this, It's things are happening that are out of our control,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not fun to see anyone taking joy in this. You really have to ask yourself what's going on with you. But at the end of the day, you know, we've got to do better. And that means elections have consequences. And please, if you know, like I know,
Yep.
choose better. Choose for what's going to be good for you. Because my goodness. So let's go ahead and get into the weather.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have a high today in Holly Springs of 78, a low of 62 with a 58% chance of rain. Variably cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms. Potential for severe thunderstorms. Winds out of the west southwest, west southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity is at 83%, which is very high. The mosquito risk is high. Grass and grass pollen is high. Tree pollen is moderate. Tree and ragweed pollen is moderate. Air quality is good. The flu A for Holly Springs is at 95%. The flu B, which is detrimental, is at 5%. Mask up if you are in large crowds. Memphis, Tennessee, you have a high of 81 today, a low of 64 with a 53% chance of rain. Scattered thunderstorms with gusty winds out of the west northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity is at 76%, which is high. Mosquito risk is severe. Grass pollen is high. Tree and ragweed are both moderate. Air quality is good. And the CDC does not give the stats for Memphis, Tennessee. That's alarming, and I wonder why. Huh. Houston, Texas, hot Houston, per usual. I'm gonna say over the weekend it was hotter than I ever wanted to ever be. We have a high of 95 today, a low of 75, with a 19% chance of rain, which is teasing people. Intervals of cloudy skies and sun. So it's not like it's anything like maybe 50-60% chance of rain. So hot. Just say that with me, hot. There's a possible thunderstorm later in the day, but very unlikely if you ask me. Humidity is at 64%. Grass and ragweed are both low. Air quality is good, so they say. Um, but I'm going to say that the Saharan desert in the air is why I sound like this and I'm coughing because it's in the air. Flu A is at 99% and flu B is at 1%. So I'm not happy about Houston's weather. It's hard for people with asthma to breathe. It's hard for anybody to breathe. You don't even have to have asthma. It's hard to breathe out here because it's so hot. It's stifling and the humidity. It's just crazy. But that is my rant on the weather. I am a weather girl, but I'm not happy with the hot weather in Houston. You stay
I can
disappointing me.
concur. It was pretty meltish here this weekend.
Meltish.
Meltish, yes. We
That's good.
had to take a dip in the Gulf of Mexico, not America, the Gulf of Mexico. Me and my family, we took a dip in the Gulf of Mexico this weekend, and it was quite pleasant. It was a
Yes.
great refresher to a hot, sticky, meltish day.
Meltish, hot, sticky, meltish day. And that is why, as soon as I'm done recording tonight, I'm going to go hop in the pool. Now I have to switch from my morning swims to night swims because it's too hot in the morning to swim.
Yes,
Yeah.
Priscilla, it's an oven, baby.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's an oven. It's an oven.
dear.
Unfortunately, but those are the type of problems, I want to have, unlike what's going on. So let's hop into breaking news,
Yeah.
news you can use.
Drama.
Drama. Fat Nixon and Pee Wee German, aka Trump and Stephen Miller, come to the front of the room. I cannot believe that y'all have actually deployed the National Guard on U.S. citizens.
And the Marines are on standby per Hex Keg's breath.
Who are?
Hex set Keg's breath. The Marines are on standby.
Oh, now
Yeah.
y'all
Against the American citizens.
against its own citizens. This
Yeah.
is crazy.
In California.
In California, it's sad, and it's not only sad, it's enraging because if they can get away with it, I mean, think about who we're talking about. They don't want anyone who is not white in this country. And if they can do it to them, they'll do it to anyone that they think they can get away with.
They got them on standby, Priscilla. Standby.
Gavin Newsom, if you are listening and if you can hear my voice, do something.
Please.
Do something because you can call off ICE. You have the power to do that. You also have the power to initiate the rest of the National Guard. And you also have the power to tell them to stand down.
The borders are threatened, Gavin Newsom, and the Bass, which is the mayor, threatening to throw them in jail if they interfere. He ain't nothing. The borders are ain't nothing. That
Who
ain't
is he?
real. That's not even a real. He's the person that's part of Project 2025. He's with the Heritage Foundation, but he's nothing. His threats mean nothing. Nothing.
I don't get why if
Just
we
running his
elect
mouth.
exactly, but if we elect a mayor, when we elect our elected officials, it's so that they can protect our state, not
State
just
and
the country,
federal.
the state. Okay,
That's the thing, Kitty. Overstepping. He has
as
no
usual.
business overstepping into state federal legislation and guidelines. That is Gavin's state.
Oh, yes. And the worst part about this is it's not like these US citizens and these citizens of the United States and the people who are living here, whether they're a citizen or not, they didn't do anything. They were going about their day. And these agitators, y'all want to talk about agitators? They went in there and just started pulling people out of their
And
jobs.
don't know who they
Kids,
are.
they don't know where they are. How do you go in and mass kidnap people?
5-year-old
What are you
kindergarten
doing?
graduations. They going in masked up, don't know who. Like, you can be the cartel, you can be anybody. And they don't know who you are. And you're coming into a graduation for toddlers. And you're taking people without no information, no identification, no nothing. It's sick. It's sick. It is the sickest thing I've seen this weekend. These
You're
people,
just snatching people without any regard, without anything. You're
mm-mm.
just gonna take people, and these people don't. They haven't done anything, and you're just taking them off the streets. And yes, I know this is what they voted for. They didn't vote for this. They voted for Trump. They didn't vote for this. We get it. The elections have consequences. And we tried so hard to tell you, but your hatred of Black people, your hatred of Black people had you siding with the very people who are dragging you out of your home when you could have had life.
Yep. Kitty, and the crazy part I heard today, or heard yesterday, the president or the leader, the founder of Latinos for Trump, denounced Trump for doing this. Now you denouncing
Now
him.
you're denouncing him.
We needed y'all vote. We needed y'all vote. He would not have won without y'all. Latino, my brown brothers and sisters. He would not have won without y'all. We did our part. 92% women. And what? I keep getting the brothers wrong, but I know they up there.
It's 82,
85,
82, 84.
whatever.
Enough.
High numbers. We came in high numbers.
This is what y'all voted for. Y'all made a song about it and everything. I will vote for Donald
Donald
Trump.
Y'all had a song and everything.
All of that.
Y'all had a song.
And you mocked Black people. You mocked us. And now you wonder why we can't show up. We can't. I'm sorry. Elections have consequences. They really and truly do. And at this point, y'all chose the man with the dead hand. Y'all chose this administration. You said that you couldn't vote for Kamala. You dogged out Black women. You've been dogging out Black women. You actually have for years told it's been passed down to you and indoctrinated in you as well to dislike Black people. And now these are the consequences of those actions.
All my Black folks, brothers and sisters out there, stand down.
Stand down.
Stand down.
This ain't our fight.
Don't go to Cali. Don't go turn up LA riots. We're not doing that.
We're not doing none of that.
We're not doing that because that is what they're waiting on that to be completely violent. Now they're doing violence right now. What gas in the crowd?
Rubber
bullets.
They're doing all of that.
They're doing all of that to those people right now. And I mean, you protesting, it's your right to be out there to protest. He didn't do that to the January 6th. I ain't see him call the National Guard when them dudes was scaling the walls when the stairs was right next to him, busting out windows.
Here's what's even most alarming. They have had marches all over this country, and they were majority white people.
Mm-hmm.
And not a single. The only arrest that you did see was the two Black ladies.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only arrest that you did see.
That's it.
They didn't call anybody to come in, even when the Teslas was being set on fire. None of that. No, no National Guard, no military, no ICE agents. But now they started it by snatching these people out of graduations and out of their homes and their workplaces and schools. And now that the people are marching, which they have every right to do, now you want to activate folks. Black people, stand down.
Well, we got Taco Man at the UFC fight this weekend.
Watching a fight.
Watching the UFC fights. I like UFC fighting, so I watch it on television, but it disgusts me now. It's so hard to watch because they praise him and he loves it. He loves the praise, you know. And y'all, this is just not, and while he's doing that, he's deploying 300 National Guards to California. And about 2,000 he deployed. He said
2,000.
2,000, but 200 showed up this morning, that morning, Sunday morning, per article I had read.
So this deployed 2,000 and only 200 showed up?
Only 200 showed up. Chaos agent, the master of chaos. Next week, he wants to hold a parade for his birthday. Only dictators that has ever did it in history was Hitler,
Kim Jong-un,
Putin, and Kim Jong-un, who Rocket Man.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
That's it. He wants to be
ridiculous.
on their
I wouldn't show up if I were. I'm telling you the truth. I wouldn't show up. I promise you I wouldn't. I just take a
military. Unfortunately, our military ain't got no. And I feel so bad for my kids and, you know, the people that's part of this military that's caught up in this crap. And they have to show up. They have to. Or they'll be in trouble. Dishonorable discharge or whatever. They will be breaking their oath.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And they have to sleep on that. And they have to literally stomach that. They probably gonna throw up. I would get sick.
I would too. Visibly.
It would make me ill, physically ill, to have to do anything for that disgusting human being.
POS.
Anyway,
let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We will be right back.
Okay, sis. I do got some good stuff, so.
Me
good
too. Yeah. You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Morningstar Boutique, where the sun is shining and the style is all about you, your beauty, confidence, and individuality. Whether that's your perfect summer dress, a chic jumpsuit, or outfit you didn't know you needed, we've got you. Stop by ourplugs.com and check us out. We'll see you soon.
Opal Simplistic Beauty is hair care and skincare in a bottle. Take a quick survey and let us design your own formula. Go to ourplugs.com, look for Opal Simplistic Beauty, and we can get your formula out to you as soon as possible. We hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. Sparkle Kicks LLC is your one-stop shop for a wide variety of customized items. So bling out your Crocs. Customize that cutting board. Get you custom dominoes. Stop by and we will customize your order today. We can be found on Etsy and Our Plugs LLC. I'll be waiting to customize your order. All you need to do is place it.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. So we're back, and today we do have some good news. And I know that everyone has been watching the LA, what's going on in LA, California. So right now, I want to switch up gears. I'd like to talk about some positivity because we need it. Mm-hmm. We need it. Yeah, we need some good news. I have, let me go ahead and start. I'm going to talk about one of the fathers that I've been reading about on Heart and Soul magazine. His name is Jeremy Reed. He speaks on fatherhood, legacy, and leading with presence. And that's what's important. Legacy and leading with presence. You know, throwing money in the situation, that's great. Making sure that your child support is there. That's what you're supposed to do if you're not in growing up with your child. But leading with presence, our kids are sponges, so they hear what you say, but they follow what you do. And when they see you being a leader in the family, and they see you stepping up and doing what you're supposed to do as a father and as a husband, then it gives them a sense of, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be like when I grow up.
Right.
And this is what I'm supposed to accept and expect in my mate when I grow up.
Exactly.
So this is a beautiful article. Of course, I don't want to give it away. I want you guys to go to Heart and Soul magazine, click on the link and read it for yourselves. You will not be disappointed. Another one that I love. All right, sis, you go next. What do you have for?
Okay, so in the light of us having the coaches on today, I want to celebrate an amazing athlete. Coco Gauff
Yes.
makes history as becoming the youngest American to win the French Opening since Serena Williams in 2002. So go ahead, Coco.
Yes.
Congratulations, young queen.
Yes,
She
yes,
is
yes.
all a bit of 21 years old, but the girl is cold.
Cold.
The girl is cold. You know me and you,
Cold.
we be saying the same thing at the same time.
Yes.
The girl is cold and she's undeniable. Serena Williams was her mentor, her mascot, the person she looked up to since she was a little bitty girl. I remember looking at the photos and kind of following her. My husband watches a lot of he follows them. So I, of course, looked at some of her well activity throughout her young years, and she is good. She is absolutely amazing. So she did it this Saturday, defeating the girl. I can't even pronounce her name. It's Ariana Sableka. She beat her twice.
Yeah, and I'm glad because
Twice.
Ariana decided to
Yeah, throw a little shade.
throw a
Yeah.
little shade.
Cause she mad,
Man.
It's one thing about losing with honor
Yeah.
and dignity. And I
Dignity.
know the coaches are going to touch on things like you have to have some type of honor and dignity in your sport. And the thing is, just admit when somebody is better than you. You can't always be the best.
And it's okay.
You're good, but you're not the best. And it proved because Coco beat you twice. Whooped you.
Not one,
Done.
but
Finished, done.
whoa.
And yes, it's called sportsmanship. A lot of people don't have it. So yeah, she got up there and on her platform, and the lady, tried to say, "Well, I wasn't having a good game. That's why she won." Well,
Obviously,
you
you
didn't have a
think?
good game, but you wasn't good enough to win against her, and that's okay. You lost.
They really try it.
They tried, Kitty. Why they try us so much? Why they act like they don't know how great we are,
They know,
how magical we are?
they know, but imagine having to have that much hate in your heart and having to admit that you are mediocre
It's
at
painful.
best.
I mean, at everything. I mean, we beat you in sports, every sport we dominate. We beat you in cooking. Ooh, did I say cooking? Oh. We beat you in our physique, our
Intellectually.
intellectualness. We beat you in a lot of things, and I can understand the envious you might have in your heart, but you got to pray that demon out of you,
I
and you got to
mean,
just let it go.
let it go. Let go and let God,
Let go. Let
Accept
go.
baby Jesus, baby black Jesus into your heart, folks.
That's it. You might improve
You
and
might.
once you let that demon spirit out.
Oh well. Good job, Coco girl.
Congratulations, Coco. We so proud of you. The aunties
Auntie
over
is
here, baby. We
proud, baby.
celebrating you. And everybody is shouting you out and everybody
Yes,
is clapping back. Because we don't,
yes.
one thing we don't do, you don't
Don't
play with
play.
our babies.
Please don't.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's
We
not a
come,
good look.
the clap back is going to be somebody gonna drag you, okay? And I'm being nice. I know some people.
People drag from burner accounts is what I heard.
I'm
Mm.
just saying. So
You might
We
want to
better.
chill. You might want to just chill out. Take that L with dignity and respect. Give her props and shh, be quiet, because silence is golden. Anywho, anyhow. Let's see. I do have one story that is just crazy. I mean, I just don't get it. Um, why is the Bureau of Prisons new director that's been tapped by the man with the dead hand? Um, why is he a felon? And he went to prison, federal prison for narcotics trafficking.
And who is he?
His name is Joseph J. Smith.
He just got
And
hired or something with the administration.
the man with the hand
Mm-hmm.
tapped him to get this position.
Oh, you up next, huh? Well,
Bureau
you know.
of Prisons director. And I read the article and they're saying, well, at least he'll know the ins and outs, and because he's gone through the system. So when do we start hiring? I'm
Because
not gonna
look,
complete that sentence. You know why? Because they hired
the
a
president.
president in the White House. Okay, I answered my
So
own.
you answered it. The president of these United States is a 34-time convicted felon. Let that sink in.
34, not 24, not
It
14,
goes down in
34.
history, y'all. This is a historical moment, y'all. Remember these moments.
Boy, I tell you, I've been reading the book that you mentioned on your live, Black
Yeah.
AF. I
Yes.
love it. I love
Yes.
it.
I
It's
was reading.
so informative.
It's getting good, and I was reading today, and I got so tired, and I dozed off, but I got it marked where I dozed off at. It is definitely informative.
It's informative, and all I know is, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Mhm.
I love to listen
Mhm.
to truly listen to history, not what they taught us in school, because that was all mythical. That
Yes.
was that wasn't history. That was mythical classes, because it was all a myth. It was all a lie. Everything you learned in school, outside of reading and writing and arithmetic, history
Mhm.
was a lie. It was a fabrication.
Mhm.
From George Washington and the cherry tree to all the way to Columbus, Christopher Columbus discovering America. You can't discover something that people already lived there.
People was already there, boo. They was there.
You didn't discover anything, boo boo. Go ahead. What's your?
Before we get into Coach's Corner, just came across this buffoonery article. 80-year-old woman in Ocala, Florida. Is that what it is? Ocala, Florida. Allegedly pepper sprayed two young children, 3 and 6.
Two little girl.
After getting upset, Black African American, your little girls, after getting upset over bubbles. This 80-year-old demon has been arrested and is now facing battery charges, but the family is pushing for additional charges. Absolutely. Good
Absolutely.
job, family, as a hate crime. This, you pepper sprayed
80
a
years of age.
3 and a 6-year-old. How do you
Arcelio.
Arcelio. Thank you, Priscilla. Arcelio.
Pepper sprayed some babies because you're old and you're hateful. There is no reason why. That bubbles my behind. You pepper sprayed and you're hateful towards babies, and it's because of the color of their skin, and it's because you're cruel, and you need Jesus.
Arcola. It got worse. I'm laughing at the comments, y'all. I'm laughing at the comments, but not at this crazy, deranged, senile, need to be put in chains old
Demon.
lady. That, and I respect my elders, but honey, the way I would have
Baby.
what I would have.
baby. See,
My
I'm say this.
3-year-old, my 6-year-old,
The Lord
this
has
one
put
here.
me in
Oh,
places where I am going to crash out. He doesn't allow that to happen to me. So
yes,
when I see crazy
he
stuff
know,
like
he
that,
know,
it's only one or two things that will ever happen.
he know.
It's either I'm going to go down for assault, or y'all guess. But anyhow, the lady is wrong as two left shoes, and I hope they throw the book at her,
And
80
she
or
been
not.
harassing this family since they moved in November with racial comments and all this.
Oh,
So she's
baby.
clearly a white supremacist, and I would have to show her. Okay, let's keep it going because I get upset, y'all.
We
You
all
don't,
get
you don't
upset.
mess with my babies. You don't mess with no babies.
Mm-mm. Yeah. So wherever you're at in Florida, we are unable to pronounce the name according to Priscilla in the chat.
Because we ain't from there.
Arcelio, is it Arcelio or I don't know.
Arsicola. Arsicola.
Archicola.
Is
I
that
don't know.
it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Arsicola.
But wherever it happened, I hope old
Y'all know what we
girl,
talking about, Florida.
yes, she has the worst time ever in prison. Period. Throw the book at her. She's 80. Let her live out her remaining days in a hate-filled place that she needs to be, because she's a demon.
Yes.
So, do you want to go ahead and bring? I think the coaches are
Yes, let's bring up these beautiful coaches. Yeah, because I don't want to talk no more about that demon in her demonic city. In her demonic city of where she lives.
Hey, Nikki.
Good
Hey, Coach
morning, good
Nikki.
morning, good morning,
Good
everybody.
morning.
Y'all, please excuse us, everybody watching. We're traveling. So we're on the side of the road talking to y'all, but we still wanted to be here. So thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sacrificing and pulling over. Thank
Sacrificing.
you.
That's
Dedication.
called commitment, baby. They said, okay, look, we're gonna pull off to the side of the road, but
And
we
do
still
this
gonna do this
thing.
show. I am very
We are.
happy.
That's honor. I'm honored.
Yes, me too. Me too. I know Nisha's trying to join now, but that is fine. I know today's subject is about the power of presence, why listening is the most underrated coaching skill. So, Nikki, I have to agree with this, but not just I feel like it's for everyone. Listening to understand. Someone told me years ago, understand so that you may be understood. And a lot of people don't get that part. A lot of us want to I want to get it out on what I want to say. And as far as listening, I'm not going to listen to understand you. I'm going to listen so that I can respond. But at this point, I'm going to hush and listen so I can learn, because y'all are the experts and I'm happy to have you here. Hey Nisha.
Hey, good
Hey
morning,
honey.
morning, morning.
How
That's
you doing?
dedication. Look at them.
I know. I'm gonna go on mute so y'all
Yeah,
can do
me
y'all
too.
And,
thing.
yeah,
Me
and
too.
if it's any feedback, let us know. I'll step outside of the car because we're both in the car, from
Okay.
two different devices. So let us know what you guys need from us. But Kitty,
Sounds good.
I absolutely agree with you. Most people do listen. They listen to respond. You don't really listen to gain understanding, knowing that in order for you to actually help the person, you have to listen to them. You have to let them finish it all out. And even as a coach, our listening ears have to be on just as much as our coaching minds, because we have to hear the problem. Coaching is not one size fits all in any realm, not in life coaching and definitely not in basketball. Her coaching has to be tailored to the unique needs of each individual player, just like my coaching has to be tailored to the unique needs of each individual client. And for me and my programs, even my programs, I tailor them to every client. I have packages where there's a basis of what you're going to get, but until we meet and have our initial consultation, then I build the entire program around you and what you need. So that comes from me listening everything that they said that they did, because we've all been in programs where we signed up for something and we really didn't get out of it what we needed. And
Yeah,
when these people spend all this money, because life coaching, you might spend anywhere between, it depends on how good the coach is, but you're going to spend thousands of dollars. You want what you get out of that to be everlasting. You want it to be impactful, and you get that by having a coach that's going to listen to your needs.
absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. I love that because you do have to tailor. We are not one size fit all. No one is, even if they're twins. Twins aren't one size fit all. So, you have to meet, just like when you're raising kids, you have to meet that child where they're at and then move forward. You can't just assume every child knows how to tie their shoes and get up and brush their, they don't know that.
She must have got a call, guys. Y'all can keep going. But yeah, you definitely
She's
have.
absolutely right, because we're all individuals. There's no such thing as one size fits all when it comes to people. We're all unique. We all have different minds. So just like she said, with twins, you can have identical twins. Those twins still have their own individual and unique needs that have to be catered to and accommodated to.
Absolutely, absolutely, because everybody has their own style, their own thought process. It does not make, just because we look alike doesn't
Yeah.
mean we
Yeah.
are alike. We
And
are
their own learning style. Morningstar, people
exactly.
have their own learning styles. You
I'm
can be an
back.
audio visual learner, you can be a visual learner, you can be
Mm-hmm.
a hands-on learner. You have to ask people, and I do, how do you like to be coached? How
Mm-hmm.
do you like to coach? How do you like to be coached? How do you like to be talked to? Do you want every week? That I literally break it down just like that, because I really want you to be successful. If the goal and the mission is your success, then I have to listen to you. I have to listen to what it is that you need, not because you're paying me, but because this is my mission is yours. And that it's a partnership. A coach and client relationship is a partnership. We're both the same goal. We're seeking the same goal, same outcome. And you have to be in tune. You have to be in sync with your client like that. That's how you build a rapport. That's how they trust you. That's how you have people that come back to you and then refer you to other people, because I got a coach that listens to me, and she's really present, and she really makes an impact, and she's really dedicated and invested in my success in my life.
I love that. Sorry about that, guys. Y'all know me and this phone. And y'all know I turn it on, do not
We didn't
disturb.
even miss a beat. You
Thank you.
good.
I know.
We kept
I
it
know.
going.
Kept
We
it
didn't miss
going.
a beat. Nobody knew
Perfect.
you was gone unless you
Oh,
tell
heck,
them.
heck. All right, well then let's go. So, I guess my next question would be, Nisha, what do you find to be most difficult when you get your new students in? I know the listening part, but what are some of the challenges that you face, and how do you deal with those challenges? You're on mute, Nisha. I can't. And Nikki, Nisha dropped. Nikki, can you go on mute, or hand
I'm
your
gonna actually slide the phone over since hers dropped
that?
off.
Yes, that'll work as well.
All right.
Hey,
Hi, how are you guys?
we're
Sorry
gonna
about
look.
that.
We're
Oh,
gonna
that's
get it done
fine. Good
by
morning.
any
How you
means
doing?
necessary.
I think what to answer your question, I don't really see it as challenges. It's just they're different people, and I think like you guys are talking about right now, we have to meet them where they are. And I've been doing this now for 15 years, so I've seen all types of different levels of the way that they think, the way that they learn, and those things are important. So I don't really look at those things as a challenge. It's just trying to meet them where they are and start from the ground level. Like if there's a kid on my team right now who can dunk, and then I have a younger kid coming in who has no idea how to do that. Like I have to meet her where she's at. We have to start from the bottom and work our way up. So I think we use some of the same similar tactics. But I think the biggest thing is understanding that it is a relationship. It is a partnership, because I got to get the most out of you and you have to get the most out of me, to make the team, what it's going to be. So we use some of the similar tactics. And I think that it works that way, because you can't address anybody where they're not at, because then we're going to have friction. Then we're going to, I can't coach however I want to coach, just because I think I know what I'm doing. I have to say, hey, how do you like to be talked to? Because I mean, even if, I have a player A and player B, this kid is cool with being yelled at to be pumped up. And this one's like, hey, I need you to bring me over to the side and put your arm on my shoulder and talk to me like it's cool. Like, and I'm cool with all that, however
Yeah.
you need it. And if I can give it to you, I will. If I need to find a way to do it, then I'm going to do that as well, because it's not all about me. It's not. That's why we're coaches. It's about what can we do to help you be the absolute best that you can be, not the next person to you. None of that. Just how good can you be for you? And I think that's how we do it.
I think that is amazing. Growing up with kids and having them in different activities, different sports, as a parent, that's what you want to find in a coach.
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of our kids, they all of our kids are different, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
our kids will either adapt and pursue and continue to grow, or
Mm-hmm.
it'll shrink them down.
Exactly.
So a great coach will know, I have to pivot,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to look at what this individual needs
Mm-hmm.
versus what I want to do, because I want to coach holistically, when
Mm-hmm.
at times you have to have that individual, how do you say it, individuality, or
Mm-hmm.
you guys know what I'm saying,
Yep. Yep.
so that that child can grow, and so that that student can be better. I know, man, I wish I knew you guys were well, you're my kids' age, but in a perfect world, it would have been good for them to receive that. And they did great in
Mm-hmm.
sports,
Mm-hmm.
but not everybody has that same mentality. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
Temple University is blessed to have you.
Oh,
Truly.
thank you so much. Thank you.
You're so welcome, because you want your kids. I know me. My grandson is leaving to go to LSU in less than 90 days.
Oh, wow.
I am a hands-on grandma. I am a
Good, good.
helicopter grandma. I'm going to show up to what I can, and call me with what you need, because Nana got you.
Mm-hmm.
But to know that he's not going to be in Texas, where I can reach out and touch him, or his
Mm-hmm.
moms can, you know, whip around the corner and touch him. Instead, we have to get on the highway and drive there. It's
Mm-hmm.
terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So I pray that he finds a coach there, that even not just a coach. When he's there, he has the capability of being around people who can help him to grow and understand, that these freshmen that are coming in, it's not easy for them, and it's not going to be easy for them. Some of them will have a time where they have to figure out, how do I navigate now, because this is new. I'm away from home, and I don't really know anybody besides the people that may come to LSU or the college with them. That being said, it looks like, let me see,
Are they still there? Are you still guys still with us? Can y'all hear us?
we may have some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Just
they may have
that.
dropped off. I want to just talk about how listening to them talk about coaching, how it is so cool. It intertwines right with leadership. Coaching and leadership really intertwine together. And I know the topic, of their discussion is how why listening is the most underrated coaching skill. And I can see how that can be, because you have to listen to learn, and a lot of people skip past they listen to hear, not to learn. And
Yeah.
it intertwines with leadership, like in a job or a career field of leaders, like we are in our field of business and professional career, where we have to build stronger teams. And it's a sense of coaching. We're training people up to be better, or we're meeting them on their level, as coaches were saying, meeting them at where they're at, and trying to build on that to help them
Absolutely.
get to achieve those goals. As where you might have someone who comes into your business, and they've already had the experience. They're great employees, they're great students, or
Hmm.
great assets. You don't have a lot you have to pour into them, although there might be some things you still need to pour in. And that just reminded me of how leaders create leaders, and
Absolutely.
coaches create great coaches
Yes.
and
Great.
leaders, because
Yeah.
it all intertwines together. It all intertwines together. Would you agree, Coach Misha?
You're on
You're
mute.
on mute. You're on mute.
I'm so sorry, Jesus.
That's
It's
okay.
okay.
No
No
problem.
Yeah,
stress.
I
No
think
stressing.
I think the biggest thing, and just to piggyback a little bit off where you were saying, DJ Kitty, a little earlier, just about like there being different coaches out there, because I've heard the stories. Like I said, I've been coaching for 15 years, and I've heard the different stories of players being ran out of the sport because of coaches.
Yes.
And I think the biggest thing, and the reason why I've seen a lot of it, I'm not trying to like categorize people or whatever, but it's like you got to take the pride out of it all.
Yeah.
Because it's not how good of a coach you think you are, it's how relatable are you to the player, how much are they learning from you. Like, that's the legacy that's going to be it. You're going to leave here and say, yeah, I was the best coach, what's up? Like, no, it's the players that are calling you, when they're trying to get a job or they're trying to get
Yeah.
advice or they're trying to go into that same field. Like, it's a continuation, and it is a lifetime partnership. Like, I feel like I've been coaching for a long time, so I have players that are calling me all the time about what's going on in their real lives, and things like that. So I think the biggest part is a lot of coaches that do that, they got to take the pride out of it, because it's not about how loud you can yell and how, you think you're
Yeah.
doing something, when it's like, okay, are you getting to that kid or are you not? Because if you're not, then you're causing some things in that kid's mental that is not okay.
And
You're
you focusing on their development, because
Exactly.
your job is to help them build on their skills and build on
Hmm.
their development, so they can eventually one day find some type of power within leadership or coaching.
And
yes.
if they're having trouble listening or not understanding, it is our job to take more steps back. Then it isn't to
Mm-hmm.
say or get mad or, oh, they don't want to listen and, oh, they can't do this. It's not that. It's really not, because that's the thing about our sports in general. I think people too in general, we want to be the best that we can be. Nobody's really
Mm-hmm.
going out, stepping outside the world and just trying to be the worst person in the world. So there has to be a lot of grace there. So I think that's how I approach our players, and I think I've been successful in doing it, and it's just been a whirlwind of fun, and it's a lifetime partnership. So
Good.
That's good
you got
though.
to invest the right way.
I agree.
I love.
I wanted to chime in with
Hold
Niche.
on just 1 second. Hold on. We're gonna come right back. Not a problem. We want to hear what you have to say, but we need to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7. The way I'm sorry, 92.7 The Change. Today, I have three things going on in my mind. Today, we are listening to Coach's Corner. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
All right.
Hey guys, yes, this is my nonprofit. Highly appreciate it. God bless.
And I'd like for you to do one more thing for me. Hold up two fingers. This is you, and this is me, and the space that exists between us should be filled with value.
Equal, a global human initiative, and its value identity model.
Hello, fellow taxpayers. I'm Andre Martinez, and as the founding owner of EA Tax Pros, I can honestly tell you that our clients trust our team of highly skilled and experienced accountants. Why? Because we work with a passion to keep your money in your pockets, and we keep filing taxes simple, regardless of any situation. And let's be honest, taxes are not everyone's favorite. That's why, as a multi service accounting firm, our professional accountants have a deep understanding in all areas of accounting, and as well as tax planning, preparation, and resolving your tax issues. We lead the way of effectively utilizing the tax regulations and IRS codes to help our clients clearly identify the path of their personal, nonprofit, and business goals. So, if you don't know how to start your business or your nonprofit, we welcome you to the EA Tax Pros team, and you will have access to our enrolled agents who have earned the highest certification of the IRS, as well as CPAs, certified acceptance agents, and QuickBooks certified pro advisors. So give us a call, 713-496-0262, or you can visit us at ea-taxpros.com. So come join the team that taxpayers trust. Also, don't forget to check out ourplugs.com. a community built with culture.
And we are back. You are listening to Coach's Corner on ourplugs.com. Ourplugs, a community connection. We're back with Nisha as well as Nikki, our coaches, and we are discussing why listening is the most underrated coaching skill. So I know we left off with Nikki. I know you had something that you wanted to add. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys were really making my gears turn, and I was also telling Nisha on the break about coaching, how it's really important for us to let people know, our clients and our students, our players, what they're doing right, because you can't tear somebody apart and say wrong, 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 because there's a thing called constructive criticism, making sure that your criticism is actually constructive. And what that means is this going to help this person? Is the advice I'm giving them going to carry them to the next level or next phase they're going to try to get to? So that's important for us as coaches and as parents as well, when in correction and correcting our children and correcting our clients and correcting the athletes, is to make sure that we're encouraging them and empowering them. And there's something that I talk about in my book, How to Create Your Dream Life in 30 Days or Less. Y'all can find that on Amazon and on our plugs and in Heart and Soul
You're
magazine.
plug. I know
But
that. Right.
yes, but I talk about celebrating your small wins. Even if for both of us, and we carry this in both of our fields, whatever it is, if you're a person, and we know we don't like to talk about the real stuff. You guys, not everybody gets up in the morning and makes their bed. So my clients, when they get up and they do that, I praise them for that, because that might have been something that they were depressed about. I just want to get up in the morning, make my bed. I want to make coffee. I want to have a routine in the morning. When they start nailing down a routine, I praise them for that, because something I talk about all the time is no one's patting us on our back telling us good job for paying your bills. Good job for being a good wife, Kitty. Good job for being a good wife, Morningstar. Good job paying your mortgage. No one's doing that. After grade school, we don't get the gold stickers and stars anymore. So we have to celebrate ourselves by celebrating our small wins, whatever that is. Whatever you did good today. Whatever you pushed off yesterday and accomplished today, celebrate that. You deserve to
I
celebrate that.
love that. I love that because go ahead, Miss Morningstar.
No, I was agreeing with you. I mean, I was
Yes,
on mute, but I was saying I love that, Nikki.
I
That's
love
something we
it.
do lack.
It
We
it
lack
really is.
as
We're
adults.
you think about it. Miss Morningstar and I talk often, and the
Mm-hmm.
first thing she caught me today, she was like, "How's things going?" And I said, "Busy." And she said, "You're always busy," but we don't take the time to sit back and say, "You know what? It's great that I've accomplished what I have."
Hmm.
And that's something that we need to not only tell ourselves, but actually put it back out into the universe.
Yeah.
Give each other those kudos, because God knows we need them.
We
Yeah,
do.
we're
We
quick to
really
give
do.
other people grace, but we don't give ourselves grace. And it's very important to do that. I was on a live actually on TikTok, I think, and Priscilla pulled me in, and one of the comments that I told to the young man, he was talking about not knowing how to do something. And one thing I also share with people is guilt is self-imposed. Don't beat yourself up about something ain't nobody beating you up about. It's in here.
Okay.
We'll create this we'll attack ourselves about things we don't get done.
We
And I
will.
said, it's this
Mm-hmm.
invisible pressure that we put on ourselves to know things that we've never even tried before. We put so
Exactly.
much pressure on ourselves to have things figured out in life. We've never been here before. You've never done life before. You got dropped here on this planet just like all of us. So we're all figuring it out every day as we go by. Every age that you turn, you'll never be that age again. So that right there is a testament to you are being living proof of this is your first time, and this is also just practice. And as coaches, the practice that we've already done and the things and the mistakes we've already made in lives as humans and as professionals, that's what we share with our clients and our students.
I love it. I love it. Your students and your clients are extremely lucky to have you, you know, and it's a blessing. And I really and truly, I love this journey that we're
Mm-hmm.
all on right now. Like you said, today is June 9th, 2025. There will never be another one. So today is practice. Today, I'm living life, and life is lifing. We hear that all the time. Life be life. And
Life
however,
be life.
it it does, and it's a blessing because, number one, life is life, but you get through it. You
Life is
figure it
life,
out.
and because it's supposed to.
Yes,
Life
it
Mm-hmm.
is life,
is.
and because it's supposed to. What is it? Is a life supposed to be life? Is supposed to death? Life is lifing because it's supposed to. We're alive, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Just like I started out my affirmations this morning, and I don't know if you guys were able to catch some of it. You got to believe in you. It says, I believe in myself because I am a better version of myself today than I was yesterday. And people need to start in cultivating that within their daily routine. Okay. Yesterday is behind me. I
Can't
didn't
do
get
nothing
such
about it.
and such
Yes.
done, but it's over with. Now we have today to focus on being a better version of what you were yesterday.
That's
And
right.
we are grateful. We got to all practice that gratefulness and being grateful that we have an opportunity that next day because we woke up to
Okay.
be a better version of ourselves.
That's right. That's right.
That's
One tool that I give people, and I'll give it to everybody today, and I hope that you take this with you. But one tool that I give people is I tell them create a checklist for yourself, because one thing that we miss out on doing is giving ourselves the credit that we deserve. It's okay. It's okay to empower yourself. It's okay to encourage yourself. It's okay to big up yourself. So I like to create checklists for people. So all the things that you think that are a challenge for you, put them on a list, and then take that list every day. And so when you go on at night, you're so fulfilled. You're like, oh my God, I got all this done. Because we are women and we are moms and we are movers and shakers.
Yeah.
We
honey.
tackle so much in the day and we have no idea because we're not checking it. We're not tallying
Mm-hmm.
it, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
just getting
We
it
do
done because
need to
it's our,
track
because,
it.
yep, we're just getting it done because
That's
that's what we're
true,
supposed to do. So when you
baby.
track it down, you have something so much to be proud of at the end of the day because you're like, wait, I did that?
I
Like,
need to do that seriously because
do
Yes.
it.
I'm gonna just tell
Everybody
you,
create a checklist. Y'all, get my
I'm gonna
book.
do
I
it.
promise you this little book is small, but it's so mighty. You will get so
How
much
do
out
you
of it.
get the book again?
You can go on Amazon.com. You can look up Nikki Mills, and it's called How to Create Your Dream Life in 30 Days or Less. And y'all, I have so many jewels and gems in there. You can get all your routines, all your resources. You can get other referrals in there and information, meditation techniques. I talk about all that stuff in there and how to make yourself grateful. And you can be grateful. You can practice gratitude by putting your stuff down, writing what you do down. You can become
Exactly.
grateful for yourself.
Mhm.
You got to be
Yes.
grateful for yourself. You know what I mean? Like we are stretching ourselves thin doing all these things in life.
Mm-hmm.
And there's very little that we leave for ourselves. And I encourage you to make the biggest part of your day about you.
Absolutely. And you can also find the book on Our Plugs. Go to Our Plugs LLC.
Yep.
I'm sorry, ourplugs.com. Find Nikki Mills. Is it your account Nikki Mills on Our Plugs, Nikki?
Yes.
Okay, go to Nikki
Okay.
Mills and purchase the book. I know I am because
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I love books. I have a journal. I buy journals all the time. I have three. I, I just can't help myself. I have journals and I journal all the time because
I love
I need
journaling.
to, I have to. But I find myself sometimes I put it to you like this. I make a list for everything that I have to do at work, everything, the deliverables that I have to do at work. I make a list for the deliverables that I have to do for our plugs and the radio and everything else. But I have yet to make a list for me. And
Mm-hmm.
that's something that I need to do. I need to prioritize myself. And I know, sisters, ladies out there that are listening, I am not the only one. I
Mm-mm.
know I'm not.
We short ourselves so much. We do. Just because our brains are constantly going and we're constantly moving and shaking and moving. Like I was getting ready to say on Sunday, I woke up with intention to, do a few things. My daughter, 17, mom, she getting ready to travel to Ohio to spend the summer with grandma and grandpa. She's like, I need some shoes. I'm like, okay, we gotta hit the stores. It just threw my whole process off. But that is something that had to get done.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't have thought twice about it. I wouldn't have put it in my routine, but it came in and I still had to accomplish the other things as well that
yeah,
I still had to fit in. So I'm gonna get that journal because I
yeah,
want to track all the things that I know that I've been doing. I've
Yeah.
always done because, like you said, we mothers, movers, shakers, and workers, everything, problem solvers.
yeah.
We're everything. So I encourage everybody to go make sure you go to ourplugs.com and get Nikki's book and because I will as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep your journal right beside you.
Yep.
You're gonna have
Keep
routines
track.
in there. I'm telling you, it does your life so many a wonder. Create a routine for yourself, and you only need about 30 minutes in the morning. Take 30 minutes for yourself, and y'all do not grab your phone first thing as soon as you open your eyes. Thank God that you're there first, okay?
Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
God that you can see. Do that one
Please.
first. And then start affirming yourself. Start affirming yourself. I am. Don't say I will or I want to or I try. I am. That's what I want your affirmations to be. I am. And spend a little bit of time with yourself in the morning. Give yourself gratitude. Show gratitude for your life. Show gratitude for God. And I'm telling you how your day will be so smooth. Because now you're
Yeah.
intentional. You didn't just get up and just start. You didn't hit the ground running. You got up, you gave honor to God, you gave honor to yourself because you need to do that. Because this little one body that we get on this earth, we run it ragged. We make humans out
We
of it and do
do.
all of this stuff. You know, be present with yourself. Give yourself the grace that you give other people. Like you said with that list, Morningstar, I tell people all the time, make sure that you're on that list that you're writing. And where do
Okay.
you fall on that list? Don't be at the bottom. Don't be at the
Right.
bottom, because how are you going to get all the things accomplished if you're at the bottom of your list?
That is so true. And it's so easy to
True.
fall victim, so to speak, because we're so busy. The first thing you do when you wake up and open your eyes is, even on your day off, is think about the laundry list of things that you have to do.
And it's always seemed to be like it's for who everybody else but you.
Everybody else.
Yep. And oh, I got another one for y'all. The things what you just said, Kitty, that just made me all tingle inside. I as a mindset coach, I teach you how to change your language. So these things, the list that and all these things have to do. Say, I get to do them. I get to do
Yeah.
that. I get to thank God. Oh
Versus
my
I
God, I
have
get to pay these bills. Like, God, you gave me this money I get to pay my bills. I get to show up. I get to drive because I got a car to drive. Thank God. Like, I have to change. I do that
I
for
love
Yeah.
that.
myself. Everything in my book I follow, because there's things that are mundane that we know we got to do. We don't. It's stuff that we got to do. We don't feel like doing it. So I've just created this excitement behind it so that I'm more inspired to do it. So I don't put stuff off. Now, guess what? I love doing laundry, and I don't leave my stuff piled up no more. Ask my wife. As soon as they come out the dryer, I'm folding it. And I'm so proud of that. And that's something small for people. You know what I mean? But I'm proud of that because I
That's
remember
huge
when.
Yeah.
though,
I
Nikki.
remember
That's
when I used to let it
small,
pile
but
up.
you
I remember when I used to let the clothes pile up so much. I go to sleep at night. I think it's a monster over there in the chair in the corner. I'm like, what is that? That's some clothes? Oh
Stop
no.
telling my business,
Oh my
Nikki.
God. Who is that? I got the flashlight. It ain't nobody. It ain't, it's your laziness, Nikki. That's what it is in the corner. Get it
You
done.
know what, Nikki? I promise you, next month when I get that doggone light bill, I'ma say I get to pay this doggone. I'm using I say a doggone because that's how my daddy still talk. He from Louisiana,
Okay.
here a doggone. I get to pay this doggone light bill. Maybe I start feeling better about it.
Hey, I have lights. I
Or
have
this
lights.
doggone car note.
You got a car.
I got a
We
car that
we
start up
yeah,
for me every
and
morning and
take you
get me
wherever
from
you want to
A to
go.
B every day. And I
Wherever
can
you want
hop
to.
in it and jump out of it when I please.
Yes, it's
So
being
I get it.
grateful.
I get
I
those
love that. Thank you so
affirmations. I
much.
love that.
Yes, for sharing with us, because we all need it, and you and Nisha coming on Sundays is giving the community just a small tidbit of you. So you're sharing yourself with the world, and you're sharing
Hmm.
the
That
information
Monday morning energy.
that Monday morning energy that we need, so that we
Fuel.
can, go through the week with intention. There's so much going on right now, and some of it is so horrific that having this positive energy on a Monday feels so much better. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, when I came on this morning, I'm dumbfounded at what we've seen this entire weekend, but I feel a lot better just by listening, because I know I am not the only one, and we're all walking this journey with the crazy, because y'all know they are
Fast show.
delayed, but we still have hope, and that's what feels good. That's what feels good. Just like Powerful Black Woman said, speak your destiny. We can walk around and talk about how horrific Fat Nixon, Elonia, Pee Wee, all of them are. Or we can know that it's happening, be aware of our surroundings, but be intentional with ourselves to make sure that we're going to be okay. Because
Hmm.
goodness gracious, God knows we need that. These people are insane, but we got each other. Ain't that
That's
right?
right.
WKRA 92.7 The Change. Our
That's
family,
right.
we got each other. You know, they're gonna do some crazy mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're gonna be prepared, continue growing our gardens, listening so that we may be understood and growing as a community together. But we're also gonna vote in the midterms and get these wackos up out of there.
Yeah.
We have to. We
Yeah.
have to. You
Yeah.
know, so let me ask a question, and we only have a few minutes left, but let me ask a question of the coaches. Now, you're both coaches. How does that work? Because I don't know if I can handle my husband doing the same thing I do. I'd probably strangle him because we start talking and I'm in finance and we would get to, my husband would drive me crazy. So
Yeah.
kudos to you
Eh,
both.
You know what? Thank you. And I don't know if it's because she's basketball and I'm psychology, and I'm so focused on I know how the brain works so well. So it's almost I know when she's in a space of I'm not about to come bother you about nothing right now. Like, it's just I'm paying attention to the verbal cues, social cues. You know how she's moving
Yeah.
around, like those things. I'm mindful, and being mindful. I said something about balance the last time we were on here, but being mindful and being intentional is important because she is always on. The basketball is not just, this is not no 9 to 5 type. This is year round, 24/7. She's very
Mm-hmm.
available to her students and
Good.
players. So their lives, I need to be patient. In
Mm-hmm.
turn, now I have to be patient. I have to show her grace. I can cut mine off. I have my clients can call me with emergencies, but it's nowhere near what she's got. A whole team of people. I might have 3 to 4 people at a time, maybe less. She's got an entire team, like 14, 15 girls. She's got so there, that mindfulness, the patience, the grace, and letting
That's
her do her thing.
beautiful.
But we absolutely get in spaces where we're coaching each other. What? Are you kidding? She has turned into my client so many times. I would lie to you if I'm telling you no. She's turned into my client so many times. And one thing, when I was getting my master's in psychology, one of my professors was saying, he said, "Now, Nikki," he said, "you are really good and you're very analytical. And on top of that, I'm a Virgo, y'all. So it's bad. It's bad, bad." He said, "But I want you to do your best not analyzing your friends and family."
And that's
And
good.
if they open the door for me, I do it. But I do
Well,
try my
if they
best.
ask, if
But
they
here
ask,
but here's my
okay.
mindset. I know we are big on saying, "Oh, but that wasn't my intention." I don't like to come back and say that wasn't my intention. I want to let you know what my intention is before I start. And if I'm ever applying into you like that, it's because I like to show people why they do the things that they do. Because a lot
Yeah.
of time, every time actually, I'm going to say that every time that I do that and I peel those layers back, somebody explores something about themselves. They
Right.
discover something new about themselves. They had no idea. They might find a new love or passion for themselves that they've been fighting to try to find for a long time. And because I said, "Hey, you know why you do that? Can I tell you about your behaviors?" And it's not in a harmful way. It's, I want to know. People will call like, "Nikki, I'm in this circle and this cycle, and I don't know why I'm in this cycle." And I'm like, "All right, well, let's talk about it." And when you say it out loud, what you're doing, I literally saw a post. For example, I saw a post from a past client. And I was like, "Oh my God, no!" And she said, "I'll never understand why I was in a relationship so long and was mistreated for years like that." And in my mind, I said, "I understand because you stayed." We forget that we have choices in life. In life,
That
we
is
get
that.
mistreated at
I didn't even
jobs.
laugh,
You
but that was
guys, we get
funny.
mistreated at jobs. We get mistreated in
That's
friendships.
the
We
hard
have people that
reality.
we hang around that we really don't care for, and we know they don't care for us, but we want to hold on to things. Why did you stay? Because you're just as valuable and just as worthy living on this life and living happy in this life as that person is. Why are we accepting things that we know that this other person or these other people won't accept from us? But go where you're celebrated. Go where you're tolerated, not just tolerated, but you're celebrated. Go where some people love you. And that's what I encourage with people. So when I see things moving around, I see somebody stuck or they call me with something, quickly I will analyze you and help you get there, because I promise you I build that bridge. I promise you I get you
I
right to
love
where you
that.
need to be. And they always
It's
call
help.
back like,
That's a
It
"Nikki,
healthy.
is so
That's
healthy.
very
I
healthy,
do.
Nikki. That is.
thank you."
Nikki and Nisha, thank you
Nisha, what
guys.
Nisha over there? What
Yes,
Nisha
Cheers.
we're
at?
yeah. Let's play,
Nisha
man.
probably Nisha like
When,
they
Oh,
just
look, here you
going.
go.
okay, there we go. There we go.
Oh man.
I want to say thank you. We're about to wrap the show
Yes, want to get
for
you
the
into
morning.
before we
But we want to
leave.
say thank you. Any last words? I've got about maybe 10, 15 seconds left. Any last words?
Just thank you for having us. We really appreciate this
Always.
time. We really do.
Always. And that's dedication. You folks, they pulled off on the side of the road so they can
Yeah.
experience this with us.
And then it
Thank
got
you.
dark on them and
And yes,
everything.
it's gotten dark on them and everything. Safe travels home, ladies.
Thank you.
Yes,
We
be
cherish
careful.
all of your information and we thank you dearly and can't wait to hear back from you next Monday.
Yes.
Right.
Be safe. Let me know when you make it. And
Yes,
any
will
last,
do.
Yes.
absolutely. Any last words, sis?
Oh, just a great show. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you this morning for the listening audience. You
Yeah.
guys make sure you take these nuggets out into your world this week. Even though it seemed like everything is crazy and on fire, we are going to push through on the positivity
Okay.
side. And thank you to the chat. I see each and every one of you. Priscilla, Powerful Black Woman, T Wiz. Thank you guys for coming in. Melville, I saw you earlier. We appreciate your support always. Thank you.
Always. And I want to say my last few words is I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet. Nikki and Nisha, the community needs you. Our community in Holly Springs, our community in Memphis, Tennessee, our community in the United States, we need positive energy. We need coaches who understand and who are willing to take time out of their day, their busy schedule, to share their knowledge with us. And so for that, I say thank you. Welcome to Our Plugs. You guys are amazing, and I look forward to every interaction that we have because you're actually feeding our souls as well. I know me and Miss Morningstar, we live, and for whatever reason, God has connected us all on this journey. I want to say thank you to our family that's in the YouTube chat because our YouTube chat, Powerful Black Woman, T
Shout
Wiz,
out to the chat.
yeah,
Yep.
Thank y'all.
Allie Gold, all of you guys, thank you all for showing up. This has been an amazing show. You guys have a wonderful week. Don't let anybody get you down. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You are the prize. Don't let anybody steal your bike. And Black folks, stand down. This ain't our fight. Y'all have a wonderful day. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection. We will see you beautiful people tomorrow, bright and early. Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
We are here from Our Plugs, the community connection, and we will be your new morning host on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Yes, we will be broadcasting Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
We'll also be streaming on YouTube at Our Plugs LLC.
Be sure to tune in.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.